I got these 3 cards last week, and I think I reached out and connected to several people that I hadn't had any contact with for a while, both through telephone and messenger. I also met with my sisters and spent New Year's Eve together with them. I drove my youngest son to his New Year's Eve party, and I also picked him up early in the morning. And I also had a telephone call with my oldest son who is abroad, and I wished him a Happy New Year 2 hours before because they are in another time zone. I also had this plan to visit my father, but they have COVID-19 there, so we just arrived there and we couldn't get in. I haven't visited my mom, but I talked with her on the phone. This is not something I can do with my dad because he doesn't hear very well. So I think I did connect to lots of people. I did celebrate a lot, as the cards suggested. And I also allowed for my connections to be heartful and sincere. I did some meditation and yoga, and also played with my tarot cards. So all of this a way to honor the moon card and my inner spiritual path. Today it's time to draw some new cards for the first week of January 2022. I don't have any specific questions, so I will do like I did last week. I will just tell the cards that I want to know what I should focus on during the week ahead, if there are some important messages for this week. I've chosen to use the Lightseer deck for my weekly drawings because, I just find all the cards so beautiful. And I don't get this feeling that I like some cards more than other cards, and that there are some negative cards that have a more negative feeling than other cards. I can get this feeling easy with other decks, but with this deck, I love all the cards. So that makes the deck more neutral for me. So these are the cards I got, and they for sure are a good start on the first week of the new year. The 4 of Pentacles with the traditional reading to hold on to your money, to your things and belongings, and 3 of Wands, which is about being ready to embark on an adventure or a trip, and then the Magician. Let us first take a look at the 4 of Pentacles. In a traditional reading, the focus is often on this holding on to your money or holding on to some things, even holding on to your own worth or your own time. You build your life coin by coin, but it's also important to take a break and appreciate what you have collected so far. So one can read this card as a call not to spend all of your money. But it can also be a call about not wasting your time or other things that are precious for you. But there is also a warning here. And the warning is about not keeping things too tight. And be aware so you are not getting jealous about what other people might possess. It's a call to move away from a scarcity mindset. And here I don't just mean money. It can be about money, but it can also be a feeling that I don't have what other people have. And having that kind of thinking is not the best mindset for the coming week. So I will take that with me. Both an alert to hold on to things that matter for me, my own worth, and of course not spending money wastefully. Perhaps even more important for me is to not to invite this mindset of scarcity, that I'm not enough, especially when I'm embarking on this trip. Because here we have the 3 of Wands, which is about getting ready to embark on a new and adventurous trip. I'm starting something new this week, so that makes sense for me. I'm not literally going on a journey, but I'm embarking on a new journey with a new group of people this week. It's about being ready for a new adventure. You are looking forward to it, but you also know that there is still more work to be done. At this stage we are eager to ride the waves, but we don't exactly know how to ride them. But we want to learn and we want to look forward. We want to look into the horizon and the adventures ahead and be ready to ride on the waves. And here the alert of the 4 of Pentacles makes sense for me. Often when I enter into a completely new group of people, I have this tendency to start to devaluate myself, my own self-worth. I'm not as good as the others, I'm not as competent, etc. So I will pay attention to that because I don't want to fall into that trap. Instead, I will focus on my own worth when getting ready for riding the waves, and I will remember my own magic. Because the magician is here. Card number 1. The Fool has number 0, so this is number 1, the magician, and it's a suitable number for this first week of the new year. Never forget that you are magical. Activate that magic by focusing on what you want and consciously step into your personal power with a decision to shape the material world so it mirrors what you desire. Remember that every breath in and out is an invitation for creating your own meaning of reality. So in short, I'm going to hold on to my money and particularly to my self-worth so I don't get into this mindset of not being enough as I'm getting ready for this new chapter and adventure in my life. When you are getting ready for surfing the waves, don't forget that you are the magician. You have the power to manifest whatever you want. The trip, my trip and your trip, will be magical if we keep that in mind. And that is what I'm planning to do this week. Bye-bye.